Who the fuck? Who is it out here now? Safe? What in the world are you talking about? What are you even doing here?
What are you doing here? Y'all taking a mighty big risk.
You're serious? Why would I ever want to leave?
Look, I think you need to go. It's not safe here. I think you should go. You need to go! Now!
What the hell are you doing here? You need to get out. There's no amount of money in the Empire that'll make it worth the kind of heat you're going to bring in here.
Gorgor, are you okay in there? I realize that our impending ceremony is still quite a ways off, but I need to go over some of the documents with you in detail. Also, I believe I heard some small commotion earlier. Are you sure that you are adequately prepared for today's festivities?
Oh, I'm fine, dear. Nothing to worry about at all. Just slipped a bit in here. You know how clumsy I can be.
It's you. Where were you? You left for sweeps, and now you just pop back in here like nothing has changed? Do you have any idea what it's been like while you were gone? Do you have any idea what we've all had to do? Are you serious right now? Just go away. I told you to go away.
Oh, my dear reader, you've been gone for a long time. I can't say that this intrusion is expected, but I suppose it is not necessarily unwelcome. After all, I still consider myself a most excellent host. Oh, please. If I were the one doing that, rest assured that I would be far less subtle about it. I simply want to have a conversation. Why don't you have a seat? So, why are you here? What errand has come up to draw this particularly intrusive rodent out from their hiding spot? A first guardian, you say? Well, of course. How wonderfully droll a thing to consider. That the cog in my machine would one day be as critical a piece of their universe as I am of mine. Really? You think that absolves you of the consequences of your decisions? You have no reason to worry. After all, I never lie. And as such, I can say that your presence here is a mistake. Why, you can't even begin to imagine the ripple effect it will have on this universe. The mere act of contacting your friends again could very well undo this world as we know it. Your friends could very well end up dead, simply because you chose to try to set them free. So I ask you, wouldn't it be better to simply not? To let your friends live out their lives under my watchful, nigh omniscient eye? I can promise that their lives will be no worse than they would have been had you remained in Alternia in the first place. Please, your view of good and bad is so incredibly simplistic. If you think that everything reduces down to the binary of virtuous or villainous, then I have some terrible news about the real world for you. In any case, I'm no monster. I simply aim to provide a much-needed education in the way that things work around here. You could say that, if you like. But, you see, there's so much to consider. Have you given any thought to what would happen if you were to simply pull these critical pieces off the board at such an important point in history, when they still have such a role to play? Have you really stopped to think about it? How the removal of a single key piece could put the entire game into jeopardy? It doesn't matter if it's the lowliest pawn. All of the pieces have their own unique role to take on the board. To deny that is, well, my dear reader, it is simply foolish on a scale that mere words fail to describe. Do you see what I mean? There are other worlds than these, dear reader, and you simply exist in one of them, a cul-de-sac at the terminal end of time, cut off from everything and everyone of any meaning. well. Not of anything that's happened to you, but perhaps in another world, given the right circumstances. Not to worry, dear reader. You can still reverse the course you've begun to chart. It's simple. Go home. Yes, of course. Go back to your cozy little locked timeline, tucked far away from all of this. Retreat to your domicile and leave this world to carry forward on its course. Yes, I hope my implication is clear. I am implying that it is possible that the events here are in fact necessary to close the loop of causality. I say, my dear reader, that is a most unconscionably rude thing to say to me. After all, I am so much more experienced at this than you are. What do you plan to do? To rush about from place to place, picking up your friends and taking them away to live in a fairy tale world of your own making? And what of the friends you leave behind? Are you going to leave them behind to my whims? Do you truly think you can live with yourself afterwards? Or maybe you think you can help them right here on Alternia. That would certainly be a treat, to see them dash themselves on the rocks of martyrdom and self-sacrifice. For what? For the vague promise that maybe Alternia might get better one day? You fool. You completely irrational, pandering fool. Do you have any idea how Oh, shut up, you ungrateful pile of detritus. You've lost any right to speak on this or any other matters of importance. I'm afraid that I can't let you continue to meddle. Before, you were simply being bothersome, but now you've crossed a certain threshold into the realm of the truly infuriating. You're not playing fair, are you? They're helping you. If you'll just hold still, this will be over as quick as you can blink. You are becoming extremely annoying. If you could just hold still, this would be significantly less onerous to both of us. Now, my dear reader, it is time for this ridiculous charade to end.
What in the hell are you doing back here? That's it. I'm telling Gallic you're back. Yes, we're on a spaceship. I don't know what a locked timeline is, but what did you say about leaving this hellhole? What? I thought you just found something more profitable to do. You know, you being on the Empire's watch list now and everything. It's been 2 sweeps. Honestly, I thought they killed you. Fine. I'm listening.